everyone. Welcome again back to The Difference. Is your mind your friend or your foe? Back in the 90s, around 97, I was invited. I was living near Washington, D.C., and a friend had invited me to an event. It was like a networking event. Really nice event. I was meeting lots of people. My friend introduced me to one of his friends, this guy. Turned out to be a really nice guy. We turned into friends, but when he introduced me to him at this event, the guy's coming up to kind of shake my hand, and this thought pops into my head. If I punch this guy, I could probably knock him out. Now, I used to box when I was younger, but the thought just jumped into my head, and for absolutely no reason, or so I thought. I was feeling good this day. I was dressed nice event, nice people. So it bothered me. I actually met the guy. Like I said, he's a nice guy. But afterwards, going home that night, it bothered me because I was like, where did that thought come from? Where did it come from? Kind of bothered me actually for the next couple of days because there was no reason for it. And I couldn't explain where it came from, where that thought came from, out of nowhere. It was totally unprovoked. So, fast forward, these things happen every now and then. I kind of think about them, and there's a fleeting thought on how can I get rid of these negative thoughts. It didn't happen all the time, but when it happened, it used to kind of catch me off guard. Fast forward 10 years. Now we're around 2005, and I'm out somewhere, and where there was a lot of people. I saw this lady, and who was about my age at the time. I saw this lady, and I wondered, and I thought about something very negative towards her. I think it was about something she was wearing or something like that. Now, this is somebody I don't know. And it popped into my head, very negative, kind of a nasty, like just a negative thought. And I caught myself. But this time, I didn't let it go. I said, you know what? I have to figure out what's going on because I'm in a great mood, beautiful day, nice people all around, and these thoughts just pop in for no reason. And I'm not that kind of person. Or, I don't think of myself as the kind of person that would entertain the thoughts that kind of came into my head. Yeah, so Napoleon Hill says, you either control your mind or it controls you. One more example. This is about myself, however, and it's about creating this channel. A lot of times, when I do things, I think of myself as a confident person. If I want to do something, I'll try to do it. But there are times when this negative self-talk comes in. First it's, okay, you have to get the proper lighting. You have to get the proper camera. You have to make sure that you have a good mic, all that kind of stuff. It comes in totally normal. However, then these other thoughts come in. You'll never be as good as other people. Your delivery, your voice, your this and that. I mean, just these negative thoughts, you can't do it. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Because I think of myself as a confident person. So, it really does affect you. Now, the impacts of negative self-talk. One of them is perfectionism. So people who engage in negative self-talk might set unrealistically high standards for themselves. and believe that anything less than perfection is a failure. This can lead to chronic dissatisfaction and stress. I've experienced that. Anxiety is another result of negative self-talk. Constant self-criticism and negative thinking can lead to chronic stress and anxiety. When you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you will fail, your body responds as if these negative events are actually happening, triggering a stress response. Another impact of negative self-talk can be depression. Persistent negative self-talk is a common feature of depression. Depressed individuals often have a harsh inner critic that magnifies their perceived failures and minimizes their accomplishments, contributing to feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. Now, I've always thought that with depression, that negative self-talk was a result of depression. There are studies that say that depression is a result of negative self-talk, so I don't know which is which. So I'll look more into that. So self-sabotage, negative self-talk can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you will fail at something, you may start to believe it to the point where your actions align with this belief, leading to failure. Negative self-talk reinforces feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Over time, it erodes like your self-esteem, making it difficult to believe in your abilities and make positive change in your life. Also, constant self-criticism can make it hard to form and maintain healthy relationships. It can lead to social withdrawal and create like barriers to intimacy and connecting with others. Now, how do we eliminate this? Create positive environments. That's one suggestion. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who uplift you and engage in activities that bring you joy. A positive environment can reinforce positive self-talk. That's another reason why I like to come out in nature a lot. That's kind of where I find my peace. So whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, challenge those thoughts. That's what I'm starting to do. It's kind of examples I gave earlier. Ask yourself if they're really true or if there's evidence to the contrary. Often negative thoughts are based on irrational fears or misconceptions. And what I found out was if I have negative thoughts towards others, I have to then take an evaluation of myself to say, hey, are you feeling like insecure about something, or is there something going on where you have some negative feelings towards yourself that's causing you to now have negative feelings towards other people? I really check myself. As soon as these things happen now, I check myself, and it's happening a lot less frequently. It wasn't really a chronic problem before, but it was disturbing. So be mindful of the media, social media, or people in your life who contributes to negative self-talk. Now, this is a big one. With social media now, with everyone, kind of flexing on social media, showing what they have, where they go, the latest clothes, the latest styles, it can cause people to start doubting themselves, and having negative self-talk can be in there. So unfollow people on social media who make you feel bad about yourself or trigger your negative thoughts. You can consider taking a full-on social media break as a reset. Now, I'm not really on social media that much. The most I'll do is YouTube, but I don't really do a lot of social media. I just got accounts for business, but doing a social media reset, maybe taking a break, is probably a very good idea. Have any of you done it? If so, let us know in the comments. So another one is replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Now, I've done that, but I've done positive affirmations not as a way to replace negative thoughts. I just did that really as to kind of bolster my thinking. So I didn't think of it as a replacement, but it's a good idea. Repeat them regularly, especially when you're in situations where you tend to experience negative self-talk. So I've implemented that. A lot of people use like meditation and mindfulness, like techniques. I've not done the mindfulness thing necessarily, but I do meditate a little, and I'm not really consistent with it, but I'm trying to get better with it, and it is helping. So, do you have these negative thoughts? Do you have negative self-talk? Do they pop up in your head like unprovoked? If so, how do you handle it? You have any solutions for us? Let us know in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to the conversation. I'm out.